Good morning, guys. How we doing today? Good to see everybody. Good to be here. Good to be seen. Thursday, the 13th. Bam. We are moving through the week. Well, Thursday is kind of like I don't know, just an odd day. It's not the end of the week. It's not the beginning of the week. Got to get through it. If you're one of those people who wishes your days away, Thursday's a bitch. Shoot. How we doing today, guys? 1 to 10 in the chat. Jump on and join me. We'll see what's happening. Turn the volume down on the phone. Matt Blood is here. Good to see you, buddy. Kicking ass, taking names today, I hope. I'm fixing to do the same. So, yeah, see who jumps on. Well, hey, two of my favorite people, Matt and Wendy. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see who jumps on. It's an early one today. We may make an adjustment. I'm not sure. Streamline everything and go at 8 every day, but we'll see what the schedule brings. Got to talk to the schedule ninja. Matt's an 8 today. I was, 73 on the sleep score today. Early morning, so caught me in the middle of coffee number 2. Jason Rector is here. Good to see you. Just walked in from the gym. Yeah, good for you, man. Getting it done. 7:30, got that. Nobody can take that away from you, right, buddy? Love it. No matter what happens the rest of the day. Josh Baker is here. Must be Thursday, 7:30. Yeah, exactly. We might smooth things out. I'm not sure. Keeps you on your toes. Josh Baker's a 9. Love to see it. Josh is at the gym. Good deal. Love to see it. Good for you. Busy day today. Got to wrap up a couple of construction items. Got a couple of calls here early this morning to be on. And then it's full steam ahead. So got a handrail to get put on so we can wrap up a big project. And we're coming down to it. So excited about that. Signed up a couple of new coaching clients in the last week or two. So excited about that. And I appreciate you guys being on every day, most days, and supporting me. So I've had people say, hey, I love starting my day with you. So great. Perfect. If you got something that, you're struggling with, or, hey, I wish Bob would do a call about this, throw it at me. I'm all ears. So I'm always Googling for new topics and things that I can talk about personal and business development wise. So if there's something you'd like my take on, or like to hear me break down or bang around for 15 or 20 minutes, let me know. Yeah, no cutting any countertops with a skill saw. I'm going to tell you something right now. Don't get me started, Baker. If you cut a countertop with a skill saw and you think it's okay because you turned it upside down and used blue tape, you should have all your tools. Somebody should sell all your tools. Yeah, win after win. Yeah, appreciate it, Jason. Matt Tolman, good to see you. Do you cut countertops with a skill saw? Oh, man. Yeah, but I took the masonry blade off it. I turned the regular blade backwards, so, kind of like you do with the vinyl siding. Oh, that's what you do. Oh, perfect. Jason says, I love when you talk about sales. All right, we'll do some more sales next week. We'll get into that. Yeah, just say we're good and send them home. Yeah, free up their future. I'm going to clear up your schedule for next week. Turns out we don't have any more work for you. Yeah. Yep, for sure. Those are the same guys that, just throw the trim up and figure, well, the painter will fill that. A little putty and a little paint and make it what it ain't. Man, not saying I haven't done that. Hey, in a pinch, man, but Jesus, that plastic laminate, that stuff chips, right? I hadn't even seen a post-form countertop in years, and they would put one in on the last job. Like, okay. So, and you know how the sinks fit in those? Not good. It's like fitting 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Not good. I have it if laminate it's laminate or butcher block. But good for you. Nice sharp blade and a steady hand. And hopefully you're not trying to butt up to a fridge panel. How do we get into this topic anyway? Josh Baker, damn you. Get me going on that stuff. So, well, Instagram's quiet today. I'm not sure anybody on Instagram really knows we're here, but that's okay. Well, getting better. A few days into antibiotics, you can still hear it. Still there a little bit. Yeah, just got a little more sympathy. That'd be good. And we're getting by it. It's exiting stage left. Baker. Exiting stage left. Man, it sucks when you don't feel good, right? It just it's a bitch. We got stuff to do. We ain't got no time for that, right? Let me see here, get my screen set up, get my notes out, and rock and roll. Yeah, track saw's better. Yeah, I got one of those. The not the Fine, but the yeah, it's the Fine. No, if you said it, the green one. The track got all that stuff. Yep. Got the track back, and it looks like a beaver got into it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's okay. They're cheap. No problem. I stopped telling guys to treat tools like they were their own a long time ago. Yeah, because you get them back. You get them back in a bread bag. Anyway, I digress. Good stuff. Yeah, track saw. We like the track saw. Talking tools today. Studio B. Good stuff. All right. Hope you guys are paying attention. Jason, you should have listened to this before you went to the gym, because the topic of my discussion today is the power of the extra rep. I bet you did an extra rep at the gym. How winners separate themselves. Okay, we're going to do some sales stuff next week, so pay attention. And I'll start by saying, if you haven't read the book, The Power of One More by Ed Mylett, grab it. Okay, a lot of this stuff is, runs parallel to that, and frankly, it's just the way I think. Certainly in training, one more. Hey, if we're going to do 4 laps around the track, why not do 5? Because there might be some other guy out there that's doing 4.5 or 5. Excuse me, or maybe we do 6, and we put those in the bank. We don't overdo it, right? We just add to it. That kind of mentality is what separates the elite from the average. It's not talent. It doesn't take talent to do one more. It's not luck. It's the willingness to push and continue. Excuse me, when others stop. The best athletes, business owners, performers in the world all have one thing in common. They go one more when someone else calls it quits, and they put it right in your mug. They say, there, I'm going to do that right in your mug, and I'm going to show you how a winner operates. It's that last push. Hey, that extra sales call, that one more rep at the gym, that final effort when you feel tired. That's where greatness is built. That's where it lies. That's where you sharpen your edge on that last rep. So we're going to talk about the power of the extra rep today, and why going 10% harder can make you 10 times better, and how this one small shift can change your entire approach to success, even in business. All right? Not just personally. Embrace the suck, I think he meant to say. Yeah, for sure. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra, says Jimmy Johnson, race car driver. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. It's really, really just that little bit, guys. Most people do just enough to get by. They stop, well, that's good enough. That'll work. The ones who truly win, they find a way to push past that last barrier. They're the people that are kicking down doors. They're the people that don't ask how big a hole you want in the wall. Right? They just make a big hole. If you want to separate yourself in business, in fitness, or in life, it starts by refusing to stop when you feel like stopping. It's just that simple. Here we are. We feel like stopping. I'm not stopping. My running has been minimal in the past few years, and been doing some walks. And yesterday I decided I got that itch. I said, okay, well, there's 3 cul-de-sacs in the neighborhood that we, you shoot down the road, do the cul-de-sac, come out, lollipops. And I was coming back, and I was like, Wendy was out there with me doing a little walking, first time. And we were just kind of passing each other and staying in the same neighborhood. And I said, I think I'm going to run this. I'll run this cul-de-sac and the next one. So I ran that one and the next one, and I was pretty gassed, I got to be honest. And I had a big coat on, Carhartt sweatshirt, an extra weight. And so I walked to the next one, ran that one, and ran back to her. And I said, that felt pretty good. I actually, just jogging, just light jogging, haven't run, just, don't want to get hurt. And I said, tomorrow I'm going to run 4 cul-de-sacs. And the next day I'm going to run 5, and then I'll run all 6. And then I'm going to get to a point where I can run this whole thing. I could probably gut my way through it right now, but there's no point, right? We want to build up. We want to stack a few wins. But that's how it is, guys. That one little extra rep. If you're not wired like that, get wired like that. That's what separates the elite performers from average across the board in every industry. Think about the best in the world. Matthew Tolman, good to see you, buddy. Think about the best in the world. Michael Jordan, speaking of the best in the world, Matthew Tolman. Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady, Elon Musk. Ooh. What do they have in common? They're all winners. Guys, they win. They just win. They push when others stop. They don't just do the minimum, the bare minimum, what's expected. They do more. They train. They work hard. They prepare. They're going harder than anyone else. Josh Baker says, I'm always amazed that there are few who dominate way more than others. Michael Jordan, Bezos, Musk. Yeah, a lot of us do well in the middle. How do some create that separation? That's what we're talking about today. They do that one more. They do that extra work when it matters most. They understand that it's not about natural ability. It's about who's willing to do that extra work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Every single time. I would consider myself an average athlete, even at the endurance sports stuff. But I finished a lot of times in the top 5%. Not because I was a gifted athlete, just because I was willing to do what other people weren't, even on race day. Because it's awfully easy when you're in a long endurance event to say, that's good enough. This hurts. I'm going to run this in. And I'm like, hey, 8 miles to go. Let's see who can run it the fastest. I see that guy over there that passed me on the bike 4 or 5 hours ago. I recognize his outfit. I'm going to get him. That kind of stuff. Having that mentality, that dog mentality, DAWG, straight up savage mentality in business across all things, business, personal, fitness, whatever it is. It's that extra follow-up call, the late night work. I just talked to Matt Blood. He got out of work at 11 o'clock last night. Told myself this morning, Matt says, oddly enough, just as I said that, 5 a.m. when I didn't want to go outside for a walk, no one else will be out there. That's the separator. That's exactly what I'm talking about today. I had a quick call with Matt this morning. He's talking about some work stuff. He worked till 11 p.m. last night. I didn't know he went out for a walk. I turned my phone on. There's Matt. He didn't even mention he went out for a rock. Boom. He's getting it done. That's the stuff. Yeah, people come and go every few years. Absolutely. It's the attention to detail. It's that last rep, the final sprint, the extra workout when you don't feel like it. Excuse me. It's getting up and getting your walk or your rock in, even though you've got a banger of a day and you're not going to get it in the rest of the day. Get it up and get it done. On the personal growth side, it's reading that extra book. They say the average CEO reads 50 books a year. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's the extra practice, the willingness to fail more times, put yourself out there. 100%. Yeah, for sure. There's some math to it, right? If you're 10% more consistent than your competition, you gain a massive long-term advantage. Say 10% more sales calls, you double your closing rate. 10%, if you train 10% more, your results are going to skyrocket over time. It's just that little bit, that extra rep. It compounds just like interest. Winners don't just work harder. They work longer than the competition. Hear all kinds of stories about Kobe Bryant. Tell somebody, yeah, meet me at the gym at 5. They show up a little bit before 5 and he's drenched. He's been there for 2 hours. That sends a message. That sends a message to your competition, doesn't it? So let's make that extra rep your new standard. Identify your stopping point. Ask yourself, when's the moment you usually stop? The point where you think, good enough. Nobody will know the difference. And then just commit to one more. Every time you hit that moment, just do one more. One more call. One more set. Hey, if I like Matt, hey, if I just got this grout on the wall, I wouldn't have to bring all my stuff back tomorrow, and I wouldn't have to come back to this job site. And I'm going to stay till 11 o'clock tonight to do it. That's the separator. That's the kind of stuff that in the end, that along the way, you might feel like you're losing the battles, but Jesus, you're going to win the war. Every single time. You're going to win the war. It's one more hour, one more set, one more phone call. And then track that difference over time. If you need it, if you add an extra rep to everything you do for 90 days, your results will be unrecognizable. An extra rep. One more cul-de-sac. You're out the door. You guys might think I come on here and, Bob's done a whole bunch of endurance races and Ironmans and all that. But right now, the reality is that a 3-mile or 4-mile run would be a lot for me just based on what I've been through the last year physically. That's okay. That's where I'm at today. That's where I'll go from. But look out, because I'll be doing one more. Matt says on the sales side, when you don't want to make any more calls, make one more. Yeah. Matt says, Matt Blood, 11 p.m. Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. Going hard in the paint. Josh says, keep a journal and reflect. Absolutely. Write it down. Write that one more down. Or just a check mark on your fridge, whatever. Did I do that today? In your heart of hearts, you're the one who has to sleep on that. So where in your life are you stopping too soon? Where could you push just a little bit harder? I could add one more cup of coffee, I suppose. Yeah, drop one more in the comments. If you're on board, drop one more in the comments. Say one more or just a number one. If you're ready to push past your limits and go the extra rep. Josh, you're probably on that elliptical right now, or whatever that machine is I keep seeing you take pictures of. I see the screen, but I don't know the machine. Do one more. You're there. Yeah, you're all geared up. You got all your shit on. It doesn't get any easier, right? And then let's pick one area and apply the extra rep rule. What's one area you'll commit to one more every single day in either business, fitness, or growth? Or, hey, how about all three? Yeah, one more, Matt Blood says. Jason, one fucking more. Yeah. And then push past that stopping point starting today. Why not today? Rector is back in the truck, headed back to the gym. Next time you feel like stopping, just do one more. Start today. Why not? We don't get these days back, guys. When I get to the end of the line, I'm not going to be looking for any change back. What is that saying about screeching in a cloud of dust, saying, wow, what a ride? That's what I want to do. Hold yourself to a higher standard for the next few days. Yeah, Tolman. My wife said, no more. We'll keep working on her. I'm going to leave that one alone. Yeah, next time you feel like stopping, say, just start today. Do one more. You can start this anytime, but why not today? Hold yourself to a higher standard for the next month and see how it goes. Write it down. Commit to doing that extra rep. See how it transforms your results. Josh, I'm going to follow through one more. Yeah, we're going to make that tough phone call. We're going to say, hey, I know I plan on being there today or tomorrow, but hey, the reality is I've got to finish this one thing and then I'm coming to you. And I'll be done by X. Give them a solution. You can apply this in all areas of your life. Success isn't built on what's easy, guys. It's not just like it doesn't just fall out of the sky. Wow, I slept good last night and, I had a good shower and I'm going to step out the door and I'm going to be successful. It doesn't work that way. It's built on what happens after you feel like stopping. And after you feel like stopping, if you do in fact stop and you hit the couch, then you've got nobody to blame but yourself. The winners, the top performers, they do one more. They push when others quit. That's what separates them. And they don't need a whole crowd to do it. They're the people that they're off on their own. They're doing their thing. I'm going to hit this one more time. I'm going to do those 10 push-ups. I'm going to do those 500 push-ups. Yeah, the +1 movement, baby. One more rep, one more call, one more push. That's the difference between winning and staying average. Guys, if this hits home today, just DM me. DM me one more or something like that. I'll put the link in the comments as we usually do. If you want a free strategy call, you're struggling with something, or hey, if you think I might be able to help you with some coaching, let's go. Let's go. I'll keep you accountable, and we'll figure out things right across the board. Personal, business, fitness, you name it. Don't have 2025 look like 2024. If there were some improvements you can make, now's the time. We're bearing down on the end of the first quarter. And we're going to check in and see how everybody did. Those goals, those resolutions, the 2025 planning that we did on the webinar, we're going to dig these out. Okay, we're going to dig them out in a couple weeks. All right, one more. That's how I got through writing this book. I had 10 or 12 chapters to edit. I said, all right, one a day. And every morning for 10 or 12 days, I got up at 4 or 4:30 when it was quiet, sat down and got through one chapter. And I kept stacking them and stacking them and stacking them. Bam. Sooner or later, it was ready to head back for another round through the editor. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. One more. One more hill repeat. One more bench press. One more sales call. One more tough conversation. One more call to a sub to confirm something that is kind of, well, you said you were coming on Thursday. Hey, just checking in. That's the stuff. That's how you win. All right? Guys, I want you to have a great day today. If you have read the book, please offer up a review. I would love it. Wendy just put a Calendly link in there if you are struggling with something, or you want to talk about coaching, or you want to get my take on something for what it's worth, and I think it's worth a bit. 20 years of experience getting kicked in the shins. I think I can help you. Hop on my schedule. It'll generate a Zoom link and lickety split slick. I don't know how I did that, but apparently it does it. And then I'm always available. Like I said, our coaching or our daily relationship goes long beyond this call. If you need something, that's where I lead from, is being able to help people. And if I can get you pointed in a direction, I'm happy to do that. So I just want to say hi to Mike Nunez on Instagram, Nunez Vineyard Management out there in Napa. So good to see you, Mike. And I want to just thank you guys that tuned in today. Matt, all the Matts, Josh, Jason, Luke McGee. I didn't see you there. Good to see you, brother. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a great day. Peter Christensen, just scrolling back through everybody that took a little bit of time today to kick off their day with one more. Where are you going to do one more today? Post it in the chat. Post it on the comments of this live later today, how you did that. And as always, guys, if you'd be kind enough to share this out, think about somebody that might need to hear this. Maybe it's one of your kids. Maybe it's a relative. Maybe it's somebody that you work with that could use a little boost. We'd love to have them here in the morning joining us or watching on the rewind. It's tough on the West Coast because it's 4:30, 4:53 in the morning. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to hit the road. I got a lot to do today. I know you do too. Kick ass, take names, be nice to people, make somebody's day today. All right. Take care, guys. Appreciate you all.